Hey, this is Jim at Broadfield. Thanks for joining us again for another Broadfield Liquid Lunch. Remote, working from home, but still coming at you every Thursday at 1 p.m. Eastern Time. Like we start off every show, I do have access to my own home fridge, which means there's a great selection. Today, I have a great IPA from Trogues Brewery. So Trogues is, I actually found this brewery right outside of Hershey Park, Pennsylvania. They're a great little brewery who have a real nice location right on Hershey Boulevard. And this is their Perpetual IPA. Nice golden color. Very smooth, coming in at about 7.5%. Great beer. Highly recommended if you are taking the family to Hershey Park in Pennsylvania. Once all the amusement parks are opened back up, definitely make it a nice lunch stop. Not only do they have great beers, but they have some great food there as well. So I highly recommend Trogues Brewery in Pennsylvania. We are going to get ready to go live in just a moment here. And the topic of today's show is going to be a virtual tour of NAB. As soon as Adam gives me the go-ahead, we can get rolling with the show. So again, welcome to Broadfield Liquid Lunch every Thursday at 1 p.m. Eastern Time. I am doing the show remotely again. I think we're on like the third or fourth week in a row, but we hope to be back in the studio too very soon. One of the things I wanted to do today was talk about the stuff that we expected to see if we were in Vegas at the NAB show. I know that all of us hope we were there, but there's still some great news coming in and things we should talk about and go over. So let's start with our tour, starting in the Central Hall in PTC Optics booth. We were fortunate enough to have Paul Richards from PTC Optics join us on the show last week, talking about the brand new HuddleCam HD ePTZ webcam. If you're interested in how the ePTZ works, definitely check out last week's show. Basically, what you're doing is getting a 4K image, and you're allowed to pan, tilt, and zoom into an HD region of interest to create this electronic ePTZ. And with that camera also, they announced a dual STI ePTZ Z-Cam. The Z-Cam is available in two models, either the dual SDI at $499 or the model with the NDI-HS for $899. And the real advantage of that camera is, again, the 4K image sensor allows you to use that electronic pan, tilt, and zoom to get different areas of interest. One of those SDI cables is going to constantly output the widescreen, while the other one is going to take the region of interest that you select. This means for under $500, you can actually feed two SDI signals into your SDI production system, like a Wirecast Gear or a NewTek TriCaster. Next, let's stay in the Central Hall as we go stop by Atomos's booth. Atomos has some real exciting news, starting with the announcement from Panasonic on the S1H camera. Panasonic is allowing that camera to output directly to ProRes RAW, giving you the best image quality that camera is capable of. That ProRes RAW can be recorded directly to the Atomos Ninja 5 monitor and then opened up in Final Cut Pro to give you the best quality video in post from the camera itself. Real exciting announcement, but even more exciting is the price update that Atomos has given us during this lockdown special. That's right, the Ninja 5 is available for a very limited time for under $500. Normally at $699, you can order the Ninja 5 today for only $499. We do have limited promotional inventory available, so definitely place your orders now and contact your Broadfield sales rep. In addition to that special, we put together a Pro Kit that includes the Atom X SDI module for just $100 more. So that Pro Kit at a $599 is a great deal from Atomos. And again, this is only while promotional supplies last. In addition to those offers, Atomos announced that they're extending the free gift with purchase with the Shogun 7. Your customers purchase a Shogun 7 and they get to choose one of two gifts that will be fulfilled by Atomos directly. My personal favorite is the offer with the free 500 gig Atom X SSD mini drive and the Shogun 7 Sunhood. But if your customer would rather, they can also get a free Shinobi SDI monitor. And it's their choice. It's fulfilled directly from Atomos. There is nothing that you, as our dealer, needs to do except sell the Shogun 7. Atomos also released the Atomos Shogun Studio 2. We received them in our warehouses here at Broadfield yesterday. Shogun Studio 2 is available now. If we were in their NAB booth, they would be showing off this product. We're not, so you can just buy it directly from Broadfield's warehouse. Next, let's move along the central hall to Panasonic in booth C3607. Panasonic is showing off the new AGCX10, which is the most affordable camcorder that is NDI-HX capable. This is a 4K AVC HD camcorder, great optics, even better price at just $25.95 MSRP. And of course, we already talked about the exciting Panasonic S1H with the ProRes RAW with the Atomos Ninja 5 monitor. So let's continue to run around the show and visit Yolo Live. Yolo Live makes the Yolo Box portable live stream studio. Great news. We didn't have to wait to meet them at NAB. Broadfield signed our distributor contract this week, and we have the Yolo Box on the way to our warehouses. Reach out to your Broadfield sales rep. We can get you all of the Yolo Box setup information and get your pre-orders in. Like everything else in the virtual world we're living in today, Livestream Studio is going to be a very good seller at just $10.99 MSRP. Next, let's go visit BirdDog and check out what they're doing with NDI. They actually have some great announcements, starting with BirdDog Cloud that they announced a little while ago, allowing you to send NDI anywhere. BirdDog Cloud is available in an annual plan of $9.95 a year with endpoint, multi-viewer, and other options all available. If you have any questions about how BirdDog Cloud can be implemented into your customer's workflow, our workflow sales specialist, Len Seaman, is completely trained and up to speed. He's been working very closely with the folks at BirdDog and can help answer any questions. You can always reach your salesperson or Glenn directly at extension 1153. BirdDog also announced that their 4K family of products are not only scheduled to be shown off during NAB, but they are shipping. We are going to have the 4K HDMI and the 4K SDI shipping to us next week. The 4K quad converter is going to be a couple of weeks behind that, but we're excited to see this 4K family of converters rolling off the production lines. And we're not stopping with just the converters themselves. BirdDog's brand new 4K PTZ camera is going to start shipping in May at just a $79.95 US MSRP. This is going to be a super high quality camera with full NDI. Also, BirdDog announced this morning, just a couple hours ago, that the NDI Multi-View is going to be released in two versions, a Multi-View Lite at just $99 or Multi-View Pro at $499. This is available now and hot off the press, and more information is available on BirdDog's website as we speak, which is bird-dog.tv. Definitely check it out or reach out to your Broadfield sales rep for more information. Continuing through the central hall, we are going to stop by Simply Live. We posted some great news from Simply Live that they've actually worked with ESPN to set up a remote production workflow. I was so impressed by that we actually invited the folks from Simply Live to come in and do a dealer webinar, and we will have them on the show on May 7th. If you have any questions about the Simply Live V-Box or their all-in-one systems, reach out to your Broadfield sales rep today. Next, we're going to stop by Grass Valley. I was really looking forward to visiting the Grass Valley booth this year because earlier this year, Black Dragon Capital announced their acquisition of Grass Valley. We're looking forward to sitting down with all the new crew and finding out exactly what it means for us and our dealers, and we will have more information to bring to you shortly. Next, let's stop by the Roland booth. Roland has some great Pro AV stuff that really answers the needs on the tip of everyone's tongue right now, and that is web streaming production. They've lowered the price of both the VR1 HD and the VR4 HD with the web streaming capability built into both of these quality production mixes. Broadfield also has the V8 HD available for those who need the hardware switching for even more sources. If you have any questions on any of the Roland products, and we know that one of those most important questions is going to be shipping and availability, please know that we are working very closely with Roland to meet the demands created today, as we are with all of our vendors, and we can update you as soon as we get products in. One of the recommendations my sales team wanted to make to all of our dealers today is if you're looking for inventory of this stuff with the demand being generated fast and feverishly right now, we recommend getting your back orders into the system. We can always give you a call before we release the product, but at least by having your back orders in, we can work with our purchasing team and with our vendors to schedule forecasts and to get products to meet today's demand. Next, let's head over to the South Hall. Before we do, I always like to stop for a drink. All right, you ready to join me? The South Hall, we're going to go. South Upper, visiting the Avid booth. Avid always is showing off the latest and greatest features and capabilities with Media Composer. Remember, Broadfield is your source for all Avid software, and it's all subscription-based or perpetual license with a renewable support plan. By having an Avid subscription or renewable support, your customers are always going to be entitled to the latest and greatest features that Avid releases for Media Composer, Pro Tools, or Sibelius. Avid is also going to be showing off their shared storage solutions with the Avid Nexus Pro. Remember, Broadfield always has great pricing on the Nexus Pro. We're purchasing the multi-pack discount bundles from Avid, allowing you to be very competitive as you quote the Nexus Pro, even one at a time, to your customers who need that shared storage solution. Avid is also leading the way in cloud-based production, and we can help you work with your post houses to get up into that cloud-based infrastructure. Again, I'm going to recommend you speak directly to Glenn at extension 1153, and he can help figure out the best solution for all of your customers who need to move to the cloud. Next, let's stop at LiveU, also in the South Upper Hall. LiveU was making a huge push this year with a great booth designed around sports production. A, there is no NAB, and B, there is no sports. But the LiveUSolo in this day and age has turned into one of the most on-demand products being asked for throughout the industry. The LiveUSolo can act as an encoder itself to allow your customers to get their production switcher out into the web and to stream directly from their switcher. You can also add USB cellular modems to give them that redundancy, and the LiveUSolo Connect bundles make that easier than ever. Our next stop is going to be an Epiphanes booth. And Epiphan is going to be showing off an exciting new product. And since we couldn't make it to NAB, I recommend checking out Epiphanes' website, where they did a great webinar showing off the live script transcription features with this brand new product at under $1,500. The Epiphan live script is using AI technology to create a live transcription of everything your customers need to send out. Once again, anything that has to do with web streaming and live streaming is more important than ever. I personally tuned in to a community meeting last night where they were streaming to YouTube and the audio was so low you could barely make out what was being done. A transcription product like the Epiphan Live Script is a perfect solution to help give community organizations, government organizations, schools, and even broadcasters that 24/7 transcription without paying a very expensive person to do that service for them. Next, we'll stop by Wowzer and talk about the upgrades to the TriCaster. Wowzer actually has a webinar scheduled to talk about some of the great new features that they released for the TriCaster. Same great hardware, new firmware features are going to be available shortly, and these are available now from your Broadfield sales rep. Next, let's move down to the South Hall lower as we visit the NewTek booth. NewTek is showing off some brand new enhanced features for the TriCaster Mini 4K NDI. This is one of the things I truly respect about NewTek. They just released the TriCaster Mini 4K NDI not that long ago, and they're already making it better. They've just announced the addition of Live Story Creator, Live Panel, Virtual Sets, and multi-channel Skype TX. Again, as we make our way into a remote production world, adding this multi-channel Skype capability is monumental on a product that comes in at just $79.95 MSRP. Let's stop by Telestream's booth and check out their developments on the Wirecast gear. We're actually producing our show today from a remote location with Adam, my production person, in his home studio using a Wirecast Gear 420. I don't even need to stop by an NAB booth to see a demo of the system. You're looking at it right now. The Wirecast Gear is incredibly capable. I am being brought into his system using the Wirecast Rendezvous, and the PowerPoint is being brought in on a Zoom call into that Wirecast Gear as well. Telestream has announced that they are going to have a reseller meeting next Tuesday, I believe, April 28th. So we do recommend that you register now and tune in for that. More information on that virtual meeting is available on the Broadfield blog at news.broadfield.com, or you can reach out to me, jim@broadfield.com, and I'd be happy to send you that direct registration link. Next, let's go stop by Matrox. Really excited to visit the Matrox booth this year because we've got some great new things to discuss. Matrox Monarch encoders, again, hit the web streaming world and are great products to take a look at. After we're looking at those Matrox Monarchs and trying to meet the demands for people who need the web encoders, we're going to take a look at the Matrox Mavix, which is now available from Broadfield Distributing. The Mavix is Matrox's family of 4K encoders and decoders, and these are new to the Broadfield product line. So definitely reach out to your Broadfield salesperson. We'd be happy to share a price sheet, and we've got some great info that'll be delivered into your inboxes very shortly. In addition to the Matrox Mavix, Broadfield will also be bringing you the Quad Head to Go. Quad Head to Go is an excellent solution for digital signage, allowing you both to set up your customers with traditional rectangular signage or even artistic displays. The Quad Head to Go has been leading in this marketplace for quite some time, and we're proud to say it is now available from Broadfield. Once again, contact your Broadfield salesperson and we can give you some great info. But I also have Matrox scheduled to join us on this show on Thursday, May 14th, to help us launch and introduce these products so that you, our dealers, can be equipped to go offer these to all of your customers. After the Matrox group booth, we are going to go visit LaCie and Seagate in their meeting room. Let's take a knock on the door and see what Seagate has to say. In the LaCie world, they're excited to talk about the LaCie Rugged SSD has now been qualified as being compatible with Blackmagic Design. This is great news for all of you guys who do sell the Blackmagic products. The Rugged SSD is a very portable, very rugged SSD drive in LaCie's signature orange housing that can be offered to all of your Blackmagic customers. Next, let's meet with Red Digital Cameras. We know the production industry is having a hard time getting their productions up and going right now. But that doesn't mean they're not investing in the camera solutions they need in order to meet demand once productions start opening up. Broadfield is your source for all Red cameras, and even though it's not pictured here, we were really hoping to meet with them at NAB to get an official announcement on the worst kept secret in the industry, which is the Red Komodo affordable 6K camera. I don't have anything official to you to share yet, but as soon as Red allows us to unveil and open up the curtains, I will have them on the show to share more information. Technology would have been at NAB showing off their G-Ray, their all-new line of marketing materials that are available, and of course the GSpeed Shuttle. One of the things we saw in their booth at last year's show was a little mount on top of the GSpeed Shuttle solution, allowing a Mac Mini to turn that GSpeed Shuttle into network attached storage. I'm being told that this product is even closer to fruition, and we're going to have Matt Benyon on an upcoming show to help us introduce it and to show it off, and so we can all learn more. Finally, we're going to talk about Sling Studio. Sling Studio is probably the most in-demand live streaming product that we have today because of how affordable and simple it is to set up a multi-camera streaming production. Churches and schools and corporate AV all over the country who have been thrusted into this world of sharing their message live over the internet are all interested in Sling Studio. If you're not a Sling Studio dealer and are interested in learning more about how to become one and how to offer this product to your customers, reach out to your Broadfield salesperson. We work very closely with the guys at Sling Studio, which is owned by Dish, by the way, and we can help get you up and going. If you have any questions on any of those products that we just visited at NAB, call your Broadfield salesperson at 800-634-5178 or email me directly at jim@broadfield.com. We've talked about some of our upcoming shows already, but we're excited to have both Simply Live and Matrox join us in the coming weeks. Until next week, cheers.